Hello, everybody. Tracy here. Thank you for letting me push this back just a little bit tonight. I so apologize for the delay, and it was my husband's birthday, and I was panicking because things were not going according to schedule, and I didn't want to rush it. So anyway, thank you for being accommodating, and for those that it maybe messed up on time ways, these are recorded, so don't worry about that. So anyway, I'm Tracy, and I play with my hair a lot. In case you hadn't noticed that. So anyway, sorry about that. But I'm excited. It feels like it's been a while since we've met up, and can you tell that I finally found the lighting situation that works in my house to do these broadcasts? I'm so excited. My wonderful husband bought me. I'm actually gonna turn this so you guys can see this. Okay, this is my messy bedroom. He bought me this umbrella thing that is like what photographers use, and he got it off of Amazon. It's like this whole two umbrella setup for like $40, and he said that'll put some light in front of you. It'll look professional. I'm like, oh my gosh, it almost does. So at least half of it anyway. That's my story that we have it all set up for tonight. So you can actually see my face, and I don't look like I have two black holes in my eyes. So anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. And we're definitely going to talk about some of your questions, and we're talking about conference. We are just days away from our annual conference, and whether you're going or whether you're participating through the link, through the online link, which I highly recommend. If you are not physically going, then please either yourself or get with a crew of people and your team and go in and watch that live streaming. Invest in yourself. It is well worth the $50. So the schedule of it will be, the kickoff is from 7 to 8, and we're talking Eastern times because this is going to be in Florida. So everything here in Nebraska will be, where we're going to, is an hour sooner, and then, California being 3 hours different. So, pay attention to your time difference. But anyway, 7 to 8 Thursday night, and then there's the optional worship service. I'm assuming they broadcast that. I don't know for sure. And then the training begins Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern, and it goes to 1 o'clock, and then we break. Part of what they did when the thing sold out so fast was that they are doing a block party Friday afternoon, and then also the bling party Friday night, where people get kind of dressed up and fancy and whatnot. And then the big day of training is also Saturday. Starts at 9, breaks from 1 to 3, I think, and then 3 to 5 or 6, something along those lines. So the itinerary is out there, but that'll give you an idea of when your broadcasting will be. And I know there'll be some behind the scenes footage as well. So well worth your time, because the conference is an incomparable experience. You just, whether you're going to be there or, in one of the two locations, or if you're going to experience it with your team online, you really, really, really need to be there. I am absolutely thrilled. There are so many of you on this team and listening to this broadcast that this is your first official full year in the business, and a lot of you guys were not here in this first half of the year. And let me tell you, this is when the opportunity is there to explode your business. Now, notice I didn't say your business is just going to explode. No, I don't like it to be said like that. This is the opportunity for you to explode your business. It's still on you. But this is the time of year that people are thinking about getting fit. They would be more interested in wrapping, losing weight, getting healthy, surviving flu season and things of that nature. So anyway, but also just to be earning income, guys. Tax refunds are beginning to roll in here before long. The IRS just started accepting returns. And speaking of your 1099s, just side note, will mail out sometime by the 31st. That's by law when they are supposed to go out. They will mail out, but they'll also be available in your e-suite, and then you can go and file your taxes with that. So be sure to consult with a tax professional on all of the things that you can deduct, and be sure to maximize your savings on that. So anyway, but conference, let's talk about conference real quick. Tips for people that are actually going. First of all, if we can all survive Snowmageddon that is going to wreak havoc on some of us getting there, let's just all cross our fingers and say a little prayer that we all can arrive safely, because there is quite a storm system brewing beginning in the middle of next week. But anyway, definitely bring, provide, I think it's 80 degrees the day we get there, and it kind of comes in and out of the 60s and 70s. So it'll be beautiful, but it is going to rain. It rains in Florida pretty much every day. Conference center is cold. So be sure to bring, layer and bring some extra cash with you from the store. You're going to want to go to the store. There's all the new stuff. It's very exciting to see all the new releases. They always have really cute gear. Expect to wait in line for that. My biggest suggestion would be to get in small groups. We're all going to be there as a team, but it is going to be difficult to get together as one big crew. So find your few core people, whether it's who you're rooming with or, just that few core people group that you can be with, because we won't be able to all congregate and sit together. But, I want to make sure that everybody is with somebody. So that's a big tip as well. Come prepared. Have some snacks with you. Have some water with you. Pen and paper or an iPad or things to take, a way to take notes. Your battery, the Wi-Fi is completely, the bandwidth is completely taken up when we're in there, because think about it, 18,000 people trying to use the internet, it just doesn't work and it sits there and kills your battery. So bring battery backup, however you can charge your phone, whether it be an external charger, anything like that. But that's, be comfortable, be casual, nothing, we're not dressy during conference days because we're sitting all day, for hours and whatnot. So just be comfy and wear your black, green, bling. You doesn't have to be, it works. Just doesn't have to be, anything. But most people are in it work gear or it work colors. So bring your camera, bring just all kinds of stuff. Make sure you've got room on your camera to take pictures. I made that mistake one time. And just be prepared to have fun. Okay. If you're on a budget, then be on a budget. All right. There's no rule that says you have to go and spend a bunch of money at conference. So those are my best tips, and just be prepared for it to change your business. Go open-minded into it, and know that you're going to connect with somebody. There's a story. There's a moment. The announcements are going to be huge. Mark Pentecost has said he's going to be paying out more in bonuses than he ever has. So if that doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. This first half, and even into August and September, honestly, is when our business explodes. We all kind of survived the slower last quarter, and that is the nature of our business. So you need to make sure that you prepare for that. But now here we are, we survived, and we are ready to explode. So you've got to be opening your mouth. You have got to be preparing. And if I were you, I would literally have an organized list of the people that you are going to start to communicate with Saturday night. That's what I do. Once those announcements come out, I go to work and I really touch base with all of my potentials. And I'm like, listen, this was just announced. This is as good as it gets. You've got to come do this with me. I am so ready for you, to partner with you and show you how to do this. I think you would be great at it. So, those types of things, but be organized and have those lists ready with you. I don't think there's anything else. Make sure you got some cash with you. You're going to need cash for, there's certain things within the Tampa Convention Center that cash is just easier. Have, your ID, of course. You cannot, if you did purchase a ticket and you're unable to attend, in years past, they have allowed us, you to request that your swag bag, which we get great swag bags for checking in, they have allowed those to be shipped to you for small shipping fees. So make sure that you touch base with, you can submit a ticket or maybe just watch for an announcement on that. I'm not sure how they do that, but I do know that they have made that possible. If you are still looking for a room, there are some available, so put it out there on the page or whatnot that you're looking, and we will make sure that everybody has a place to stay. So anyway, I know there's some availability. So with that being said, there were a couple of questions that was on our Q&A. So let me grab those real quick. Sorry, I'm opening my phone here. It decided to go off. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I'm reading something. Okay, really quick. I want to read this question. Okay, so let's talk about, and this is a question I've had a few times this week, and I know some of you guys have dealt with this, and I want you to be prepared to help your downline and your teams deal with this as well. How do you deal with an unsupportive husband? This has gone back from the beginning of time with It Works. And one of the things that I have always said is that men speak dollar signs. Let's just face it, their brains work differently. I believe one of our leaders said that men can be big selfish babies. And you know what? It's true. But one of the things our ambassador Diamond Lori Conway said when she first signed was that her husband Quentin he made fun of her. He was absolutely not supportive. She was so excited, and he just kind of like tried to dim her light bulb really fast because he thought it was so stupid and a complete waste of money. you know what? She knew. She believed in her heart that it would work. So here was what she said. These are her words, not mine. But I will never forget when she said this for the first time. And I've heard it several times since when they tell their story. Her plan, she shut up, she put her head down, and she got to work. She made sure that she got that wrap on people, at least 4 people. Now, she wrapped a lot more people than that. But she wrapped 4 people a month so that she made sure her monthly order, her auto ship was not an expense to them. But here's the deal. Men and women just think differently. And so, yes, you could, if you have a husband who's really wanting you to not do this and thinks it's a waste of time and a waste of money and whatnot, you know, there's bigger issues at play there. And my suggestion, I'm not any kind of marital counselor or anything like that, but my suggestion to you, and this came, you know, some great advice from some of the leaders on our page, sit down with each other. Okay, you need to know what it is exactly, specifically, that he doesn't like about the business. Because this is not a get rich quick, get rich overnight kind of thing. This is a 5-year gig. This is a 5-year kind of plan, minimum. And so you need to sit down and find out what it is exactly that he doesn't like. Is it just about money? Is it about maybe are you on your phone too much? Is it that that he's feeling like you're not spending enough time? So in that regard, if that is what it is, if it's about you being on the phone or computer or Facebook or whatever it is, let's be honest. A lot of us, and I've been guilty of this too, waste a tremendous amount of time on social media, scrolling and things like that, and hoping for someone to message us. I highly suggest to you, be intentional with your time. Sometimes, guys, and this goes for the entire team, sometimes you got to put your damn phone down, okay? You've got to say, you know what, from here to here, I'm not on my phone. No message is that urgent. It can wait. And be intentional. Say, if I'm going to work an hour here, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then I'm going to put my phone away, and I'm going to pay attention to my family. And you're not always sitting there buried in your phone. And you know what I'm talking about, tech neck back here, right, with your sore thumbs. So be intentional with your time, and don't waste time on social media. Make sure that when you're on social media, it's for a reason. It has a purpose. So that could be part of the problem. If the money is the situation, then like I said, make sure you're getting that wrap on 4 people so that it is not costing you anything. Those wraps, as your auto ship, are money in your hand. So either host a party, you know, talk to people, say, hey, you've got to try this. You got to let me put this on you. And, you know, it's only $25. And that, show him the potential. And that brings me to my next thing. It's not just about what he wants. You need to let him know why you want to do this and what the potential is. Again, men speak dollar signs. So if you can get in front of him, get the party pad out. I thought about this the other day, so I'm actually really glad this was brought up. Get the party pad out and practice on him and show him that income chart. Show him the potential. Tell him the stories. You can use my story. We got 2 double diamonds in the house with a 6-figure income. You can use Michelle, who is a triple diamond. You can do, you know, any ambassador that inspires you. Connect with somebody and show them what the potential of the business is and the simple steps. Men get that kind of stuff. And tell them why you want to do it. Be vulnerable. Open up and tell them what your dream is for your family, and then really enjoy this and would like his support. So kind of take a step back and buckle down and figure out what it is with the 2 of you that's not quite connecting. But understand that men and women look at this business differently. But given that men do speak dollar signs, when you start bringing in money, trust me, they're going to support your business. You know, I was fortunate. My husband said, you know, hey, whatever you want to do. He was supportive of that. And he's listened to a lot of me bitching and moaning over the years and this and that and the highs and lows and the ups and downs. But I'm going to say that most people maybe don't quite have that situation, that more often than not, and it's not uncommon, you're not alone in this situation. A lot of men are not supportive of this business. They think it's one of those things or a pyramid scheme, or again, and it all boils down to money. So if you can have a meeting of the minds of that and say, okay, I will give up this and this, and you will let me do this and this, and arrange it to where, you know, you're both in agreement, and then stick to that. And then like Lori Conway said, put your head down, shut up, and get to work, and make him understand. Let him see the potential and what can come of this. No, it's not going to explode just overnight for you, but it does have that potential, and that's what you need to show him. So I hope that's helped a little bit. Again, I'm not a marriage counselor. I don't have the perfect advice for that. But again, I think if you show him what this business is about, what the potential is, that you know people making that kind of money. It's not just a few people. It's that you know how many thousands of diamonds there are in this company. It would blow your mind if you knew. If we all knew the exact number. I just know it's thousands and thousands. Okay, so that is very, very real. It's a very tangible potential. That it's not just a few people making that kind of money. So let me get back to, there's another question that I wanted to address. That was a good question. I should have my Q&A pulled up. You would think I'd be all prepared. So we went over conference. Okay, so messaging people. There's an event coming up. Before I forget to tell you, Presidential Diamond Livy Lightner is doing an event here. I think it's Saturday evening, and it's an online event, so you can just kind of like this sort of thing. And she's going to talk to you about why she doesn't cold message people, as far as like especially on Instagram and through social media. And I'm going to tell you, I happen to agree with her, with rare exception. Yes, I will reach out to people and approach them about the business. But let's say, for example, a high school classmate or something that I haven't seen for 20 years. And all of a sudden, do you seriously think it would be effective if you just went, hey, I think you'd be great in this business. Can we chat? You know what I mean? That's not going to work. All right, it's just flat out not going to work. So I can, if you'll remind me, I can get that link to that event. Somebody on the page invited me to that. Thank you, whoever that was, because I think that would be worthwhile to catch. Because let me tell you something. And Rebecca McCarville is, if you guys don't know Rebecca, you're going to get the chance to here before long, because she's well, I'm just going to leave it at that. You're going to get the chance to see a lot of her. She is mind-blowingly good at just studying network marketing and learning how to grow through social media. And she said something to me just yesterday, and she's right. We're kind of ruining Instagram. Instagram was a great tool for a while, and there are some people out there, I shouldn't say we, there are some people out there that are destroying Instagram and the potential that it has. So here's my suggestion to you. You need to interact. We could say it 1,000 times, and it is still true. This is a relationship business. You have got to develop relationships. Now, I'm not saying lifelong 10-year relationships, but you need to have interaction with people. And the more that you interact with people and are liking and commenting and being positive and not only drawing people to you, but also going out and seeking out people on your friends list and going and commenting and saying, that's a beautiful picture, your kids are adorable. Oh my gosh, you guys, just something complimentary. People love compliments. And it's so easy to do, and it doesn't cost you a penny. Those types of interactions, as you're establishing and reconnecting with people from your past. When you're messaging, maybe say friends and family for the first time, I think there's categories of people. I think we all have people in our lives that we can reach out to and be blunt and say, hey, I think you need to do this with me. Come on, this will be so fun. This will be so exciting. I think there's people in your life that you could say, this product, seriously, this product, like maybe you're talking about the hair, skin, and nails or the Relief or the Thermal Fit or Fat Fighters. You could say, I think this would help you. I heard you say that. I think I have something that can help you. And you're coming from a genuine place, not seeking a sale, but you're actually legitimately seeking to help someone. When you turn your business to where you make it about someone else, you'll see a complete shift in your business. Yes, we all need customers and distributors to complete our steps of success to grow our business, but you've got to make it about other people. When you are making your business about you and filling out your Ruby chart and your diamond chart, and I need this person for this box and this much volume for that box, guys, that is not a long-term success thing, okay? You've got to make this about other people. You have got to passionately pour into other people and be real and be honest and be genuine. That's the word I was looking for, genuine in your concern and care for other people. So I really want you to do that. So let's say you reach out to somebody, you think they'd be great in the business, and you don't get a response. because that is okay. Some people don't know what to say. Maybe they're not interested, but they don't want to hurt your feelings or offend you. Or yes, you need to develop a little bit of tough skin in this business and understand that not everybody understands network marketing. Some people, a lot of people, have a negative opinion of it. That shouldn't change your opinion of it. If you understand network marketing in its true form, you know that it works. You know that it's a legitimate business, and you know that some people are not going to have a high opinion of it. And that's okay. Be okay with that, all right? But if you don't get a message, that's fine. Follow back up with that. Give it another month. Wait till a special comes out, maybe a BOGO distributor kit, or one of these new bonuses or something. Say, hey girl, yeah, I hope you're doing great. Your posts are really inspiring, and you keep coming to my mind as somebody who would really be good at this business. Just little tidbits. Don't pester people. I think in our gut sometimes we know. You know that there are people who are kind of stringing along, and you can keep, whatever. And then you know that there are people that to approach them again would just be pestering. And you don't want to do that. So the deeper you get into this business, I think the better you get at figuring out kind of who's who on that. But don't spam your entire list. Be thoughtful about who you approach. Don't just cut and paste a message to 1,000 people in your friends list and your contacts list. That's just, you're going to burn through your warm market, and you're going to destroy it if you do it that way. So don't do it. Really look at some of those people and be genuine in your message to them. Type up a message individually to them. But let me back up and say, if you're interacting with them and you're being positive on your page and you're posting inspirational things in your life and pictures of your kids and not $99, join my team, and Fat Fighters $23, and Here's Skin and Nails $29, you're showing what a product did for you. Those are the most eye-grabbing, eye-popping, and attention-getting posts when you show people your before and after of something, of hair, skin, and nails. If you're not comfortable with the wrap before and after, then a weight loss, or just a testimony of how Confianza has helped you with a picture of your Confianza, or something. Those are the pictures that resonate with people and make people be like, I wonder if that would help me. But much more than a posting a commercial. We have got to get less commercial. Okay, let me make sure I've got that initial message to them. To me, when you reach out to someone for the first time, it shouldn't have anything about It Works in it. Most of the time, it should say nothing about It Works. It should really just be some type of a connection with someone, and just a compliment or a picture. Ask them how they're doing. Hey girl, I haven't seen you in a long time, and then that's it. And then just kind of have a pleasant conversation, and don't mention anything about the business. And then you keep doing your thing. You keep doing those thoughtful, posts that are not spammy, that are putting your life out there. And I guarantee you guys that is what's going to happen. Let me give you a little story. A couple of people, some of my experiences this week. I've had 3 or 4, I lost count, potential distributor meetings this week, and here's where they're coming from. One is a loyal who has been a loyal for about well over a year, almost a year and a half, and has talked about the business. We chatted about it, but it wasn't the right time. Some things going on in her life, that it wasn't the right time. She was somebody that I knew that I could follow up with, because she said, she'd give me a time frame, and I wasn't bugging her by doing that. So we met, and things are looking good. Need some additional prayers on that, but things are looking good. Tomorrow I'm having lunch with someone who approached me about the business about 2 years ago. And, kind of thought about it and looked it over, and in the end decided that it wasn't for her. And this is a good friend of mine, a mom of one of my daughter's friends. And guess what? I was her friend, and we still have a good time, and we never talk about It Works. From time to time it would come up. I get a message on Monday that says, hey, what's your schedule look like this week? Like, well, that's the beauty of what I do. I'm pretty open. What's up? And she says, I want to talk to you about It Works again. And how did that happen? 2 years of being myself, of being consistent, of not quitting on myself, of not giving up, of just doing the steps, of just pulling people in, of putting my life out there and being me and being genuine, and continuing to be her friend and not treating her like a sale or a box on my chart. She was still my friend. And now she's in a position in her life where actually she thinks this could fit in well. I'm not saying I'm going to seal the deal. I don't know. You never know sometimes. Not for everybody, remember? If everybody did this, we wouldn't make the money we do. And then on Saturday, last week, I, in the middle of the day, was at a date with my husband, and we stopped and decided to grab some nasty Pizza Hut. Here, I live down in a small town, and there aren't very many restaurants, and so we grabbed Pizza Hut. And our server, we struck up a conversation with her, and she got to talking about, you know, her hours. I worked at Pizza Hut when I was in high school, so I feel her pain. And I know that it's a tough job. And we got to talking, and I knew that she was put in my path for a reason, and me in her path. So I walked out to my car and I walked back, and I said, hey, you know, I said, I don't know why I feel so compelled to ask you this, but I said, have you ever heard of these? And I handed her a Woods card. And she said, I have. She said, I tried them and I liked them. She said, I think I still have some and they're dry, but she said, I really, really liked them. A girlfriend of mine a few years back, I did that whole 3-month thing. And I said, has anybody ever talked to you about the business? And she said, no. And I got to talking to her. She said, you know, I would love some financial stability in my life. Turns out she's going through a divorce, and she's looking for something other than, because she made the comment. She said, you know, I'm here I am, and when I mentioned that I did in high school, and she said, yeah, and she said, here I am, you know, I think she said 30-some years old, and I'm waiting tables, and I knew it, just like that, I knew it, that I needed to say something to her. So that's how the different ways that some of this is happening. And I'm not saying these are all going to be for sure things and home runs and definitely getting them signed and whatnot, but just going about my life, just being in this for the long haul, just the consistency. That's the number one thing that I can tell you is consistency. But so kind of rounding back, I got a little bit off topic there, but when we're talking about messaging friends and family, always remember, network marketing. See, this is why network marketing gets a bad rap, because you think that your friends and family are going to totally support you and make you a millionaire in this business, when actually, most of the time, quite the opposite is true. Your friends and family are very likely going to be the last ones to support you. So don't anticipate that. But what you do need to anticipate is growing your network. It is called networking. You need to be out. You need to be active on social media. You need to be, if you can join groups, that's a great way. Church groups, mom groups, junior leagues, volunteer groups, and then your shirt on, and then the shirts and everything are doing it for you. And then the best way to do it is say, hey, let's match up on Facebook. You find somebody, you meet somebody, boom, let's match up on Facebook. And what are they going to see? They're going to see your life. They're going to see what you're working towards. They're going to see a product that's helping you. That is how we do it, guys. Not constantly spamming people, hey, join my team, blah, blah, not help me out. That's not it. You've got to pull them in. You've got to share your life with them. You've got to be thoughtful. You've got to you've got to be complimentary. You've got to be active on people's pages and walls. Think about this. When you put something out there on Facebook and nobody comments or likes on it, doesn't that make you feel kind of stupid? Like, I know it does me, just speaking for myself. So when somebody puts something out there, when someone comments on it, doesn't that make you feel good? It's like, wow, when somebody says something, I don't know about you, but I think I'm pretty normal that's how people should be in the Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you're on. So again, back to the question here, what a message looks like, I really think it depends. But I think at first, cold message to people, my best advice is that it should not be about it works. You do not want to look like one of those girls, because there are a lot of those girls out there that are annoying and are spamming or making it about them. You've got to make it about other people. So, guys, I hope I have answered your questions. I do want to say, I know I've kind of given you a heads up on this, and again, sorry I play with my hair. I just do it. I apologize. There are major changes coming on the page here within the next probably 10 days or so. So as soon as we get back from conference, I'm just kind of keep a heads up. Time brings change, and change is necessary, and sometimes a little bit painful. But yeah, I think it's going to be for the good. So anyway, sorry tonight for us being late. Cannot wait to share the excitement of conference. And for those of you that aren't able to tune in anyway, please tune in if you can. But in the very least, stay connected to the team page so that we can get those announcements to you as soon as our Wi-Fi will let those posts come through. watch It Works Global's Facebook page. They're always very quick to put that stuff out there just as soon as they announce it. But there is a huge, huge opportunity for those of you who are ready and prepped and primed and are ready to put the work in. The next few months, the next 6 to 8 to 10 months, it could literally change your life. And I don't say that lightly. If you're willing to put the work in, the opportunity is there for you to earn some life-changing money. And for those of you with those husbands that aren't too keen on it, maybe we should talk to him about that. So you guys, we will not have a team call next week because we'll be stuck in Florida for us, I know. But we will definitely be sharing. Might put together like a quick team summary or a quick call or something like that. So just best recommendation is to stay connected to the pages, and we will take it from there. You guys have an awesome week. For those of you in the path of Snowmageddon, be safe. Hopefully we can all get to Tampa next week, and we're gonna have a blast, and to the best year of It Works ever. Bye guys.